Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and let's draw an Assassin's Creed character, and this time it's going to be Altair. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this, and to begin we're going to start out with the hood area first, and we won't be drawing his eyes, so it's going to be a little bit easier in that respect. So we're just going to start out with right in the middle. Just draw a little kind of a V shape. And then just come down on the side, so it'll be like almost like a letter M. Okay, and then right in the middle of the M right here, just draw in a little line. That's gonna be his nose. And then right below his nose, we just gotta draw in his lip. So it's just gonna be another line, and then on the corner, just add a little bit of a kind of a little crease there. All right, and then from here, we can extend this line first, just kind of come down. And then now we're going to draw in the shape of the face. So right on the corner here on the side, just kind of wrap around the mouth. Okay, and then close it off. It's going to be his chin. So I know it looks a little bit odd because his eyes are not there, but this part's going to be kind of like in the shadows. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna close off the hoodie area right here. Just kind of come into the middle. And then now we're gonna draw in the top. So, gonna extend the sides here. And then we're gonna draw two lines like this. Slight curve, all the way up. Okay, we're gonna keep going up. On the corners here, we'll turn it. And then on the top, we'll close it off, and it's kind of a little bit flat. Alright, and then lastly for some details, this one's easy. So on the corner here, just go up with one line, just add a little bit of stitching there, and then on the center here we're gonna come across, and then for this one we're just gonna curve all the way down. So we're just adding a little bit of detail. Okay, so then inside here is going to be pretty much dark, so we can skip everything there, and we can draw in his shoulders. So, and he's got pretty wide shoulders. Okay, so go all the way out, and then in the middle here we can draw two lines, and then we're just going to come back into the middle here. So this is going over his shoulders. He's got these little padding here. And now let's go in and finish up the body. So on the side here, just come in slightly. And then we're gonna pinch it in, but not too far down because he's got a big belt. Okay, and then once we get here, we're gonna curve this way. Okay, and then once we have that, just kind of extend the size a little bit because we're just gonna draw in the same curve. So this is gonna be part of his wrapping around his waist. Okay, and then we're gonna come down, just straight down. Close it with this curve, so we're drawing the bottom of the belt. And then here we just curve out, and then drawing the same curve. Okay, so that's the belt area, and I know there's some detail, but let's add that in later. And so right now let's add in his arms before we draw in some of the details on the on his body. So right here we're gonna come out. It's gonna be his armpit right here, and then for his shoulder we're gonna come down here. Just give a little bit of space. Come down. Bicep, just one bracket, and then for this one we can close it off. Okay, and then we're gonna lower arm, we're gonna flare out, and then we're just gonna pinch it in, close it off with a slant, and now we can draw in his fist. So we're gonna come in, little hook there for his thumb, back of the fist, come down, just kind of curve it, close it. Alright, so let's add in the other side now. So same thing here, here's the armpit. Come in slightly, curve down for the shoulders, and then bracket, biceps, and then same thing here. I'm gonna close it so you can use the other side for reference, so you know how long to make it. Okay, lower arm, flare out, and then we're gonna pinch it in. Same thing here, and then close it with a slight slant. His thumb hooking in, back of the fist, curl it, close it. Alright, so now that we have the general shape here, let's add in some details. So let's go back to the body here. He's just basically got this one little strap. So right here, just drawing a little triangle. And then we're gonna draw one strap here. So one line this way, and then another line. It's gonna be one big strap. And then one here. So we're just going out from the corners. And then we have one here. And this one's gonna go over the shoulders here, so just kind of erase out that line. Okay, and then it's got a little bit of padding up here. Okay, and then for a little bit of detail here, it's got some decorative details. So I'm just gonna draw in a little curve there on each side. And if you want it, we can add in a little bit of these lines just to make it look like it's a little bit more detailed. Okay, and then for the center here, he's got some daggers, and I know he's got 4, but I'm just gonna draw 2 because I don't want to make it too complicated. So right here, we're just gonna draw a little slanted rectangle. Okay, and then for the handles, I'm just gonna come in and just kind of curve it. So we're gonna keep it real simple. And then we're gonna add in a little bit of details on the belt here. Draw one curve on the bottom and one more in the center. All right, and then let's see for the side here, on his arm, just draw one line like this first. And then we can draw in, I'm gonna draw in 3 of them, 2 little belt buckles. So just draw 3 squares, and then from those, just kind of go out to the side. So these will be the little straps. Okay, and then right here on the side here, I'm just gonna add a little line for some extra detail. Okay, so same thing here. Start here, just kind of come down to the wrist. And then again, I'm just gonna draw in 3 squares, just kind of space it out. And then from there, I'm just gonna go out to the sides. Okay, and then same thing here. I'm just gonna draw 3 slants. All right, so that's the upper body, and let's move on to the lower body. And he's got a lot of little clothing here that gets a little bit tricky, but not too bad. So we're gonna start with the center. It's got one cloth coming down, so I'm just gonna come down and just give it a little bit of waviness to it. Okay, and then we close it off, and then we can add in a little bit of detail. We add in just a couple of lines like that, it'll make it look like cloth. Okay, and then from here we got drawing the bigger rope. So this is actually gonna be part of his leg. So this one's gonna flare out quite a bit. So on both sides, we're just gonna come down. Okay, and then in the middle here, we're gonna come back to the middle and just draw again a little bit of waviness to it. And then this should slant up. Okay, so those are the big ones, and then let's see, he's got, for some details here, he's got a little bit of a strap here, so we're gonna draw one line and then another line, and it's gonna be holding on to the sword. Okay, so then for the sword, you know what, let's draw that later. Let's finish up the clothing here. Okay, so he's got a little bit more clothing here, so just come down and just go back up. So that's another piece of cloth. Come down and then just go back up, and it's gonna be behind the little strap there. Okay, and then the lower legs is pretty easy, so you're gonna see a little bit of the his pants here. So just come flare out slightly, and then pinch it back in, and then we're gonna start here. Pinch it and just close it, and then here's the start of his little boot there. Okay, and then the other side is gonna be the same, so flare out slightly, and then we're gonna pinch it in. Okay, same thing here. Close it, and then we'll just close that off. Okay, and then now for his shoes, the shoes is kind of simple, so just come down, and then we're gonna flare this one out and just kind of come down. Close it. Add in one section for the sole, and then it's got some straps here. So I'm just gonna draw 2 lines like that, 2 curves. Alright, so same thing on the other side. So we're gonna come down. This side goes out more. Close it. Add in a section, and then same thing here, 2 curves. Okay, and then let's see, we can see, well, let's add in some lines here. So just around the leg here, just add in some of these creases. Alright, and then let's see, finally his sword here on the side. So just start out on the side here and just kind of come down. And then just kind of hook it back up. And then the handle is just gonna go back, so probably can't see it. And then lastly, he's got some clothing on the back side, so I'm just gonna draw in a little line here. So this is gonna be all black. And that is it for this Altair character from Assassin's Creed. Hope you guys like the way it turned out, and if you do, please check out my other videos, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.